coronavirus this and that. That's all you can pretty much read and hear every fucking day now. And it's being like that. Well, here in Finland, we have been talking about it about maybe 2 weeks, and in Asia and Italy and Spain, it was much earlier a pandemic, but it's been here also a pandemic since like week ago or something. First of all, I'm not infected. Yay. And I'm like normally cautious. I tend to wash my hands maybe a little bit more nowadays, at the moment nowadays, but usually I wash my hands all the time, like not using a soap but just water. It's a kind of you could say OCD, but not just that. My hands are easily sweating. They are really easily sweating, so I hate that feeling on my hands, so I have to wash them with water quite many times a day, I would say. But yeah, back to the coronavirus. The thing I hate about it, it's just how the media likes to exaggerate things, and that way making us panic. Well, not all of us, but yeah, just people panic, and everyone knows the toilet paper situation now. Yeah, I've also have seen that in my grocery stores near where I live. The shelves being empty of toilet paper and other hygiene products. Well, I managed to get one extra toilet paper bag on the other grocery store, the next one near me, not the nearest, but the next one quite near me. I managed to get one. I don't know why, but maybe I just did go with the flow with like everyone else, but yeah, but yeah, and here in Finland, of course, well, at the moment, and I hope it's not getting much worse, because at the moment it's not in a dangerous state. Nowhere near as dangerous as in Italy, Spain, other parts of the Europe, and of course Asia, and or even UK. I think there's here in Finland, I think there's been about couple of hundred cases on infected, and in the city where I live, in Vaasa, I've read that there's been only two infected people here in my city, and yeah, my city is not so big, but there are still I think somewhere like 50,000 people living in this city, so it's not that small. Uh, yeah, well, if you compare it to Finland overall, which has like somewhere between 5 or 6 million people living in here. But yeah, here in Finland, and especially, well, I don't know in any other city here in Finland, but at least in my city here in Vaasa, when you go outside, you see a quite normal daily life here. You really can't see much differences that the coronavirus pandemic has affected. You can see a pretty normal life here outside. Yeah, of course, maybe a little less people walking on the streets and driving cars and bicycles, motorcycles. Yeah, but it's not, like I said, it's not so bad here at the moment, at least. But yeah, what I have, of course, I have read more about the coronavirus and the symptoms and one thing I kind of and the first time I was a little bit scared. Just today in the morning I've read that the virus can be really devastating and even deadly for people over 40 years old. And I'm quite near that. I'm 38, so am I belonging to those people that are at more risk to get the serious symptoms, and or am I still considered as a young and who pretty much can get away with less symptoms and not so serious infection if you get infected with the virus. But of course I'm overall healthy person, so I don't have any sicknesses that would just the coronavirus would affect those existing sicknesses and make the virus much more dangerous when you already have some sicknesses. But in my case, fortunately, I don't have any. So if I get the virus, I hope I can get away with it quite easily. But of course, I can't know that. I only know it if I experience it. But I hope, of course, in the first place, I hope I don't catch the virus, of fucking course. But yeah. so so yeah, if you are healthy person, uh, I think you can get away with the infection quite easily. I mean, uh, of course, I think it will be like a flu and cold, but just many times worse than a common flu or cold. Uh, but yeah, it really affects your lungs and breathing. So if you have some uh, uh, lung disease, or just I guess your lungs are quite small, and I know I have quite small lungs, that I easily get out of breath if I do some running or other exercise, mostly running. I get really easily out of breath, so the coronavirus really affects your lungs and breathing. So in that matter, if I get the virus, I might get quite serious breathing problems. I don't know, but yeah, because usually I get very easily out of breath. Um, but yeah, this is just even here in Finland. It's so exaggerated, and people are just too fucking cautious. It almost makes me laugh. It's hilarious, I think, in the most part. I, myself, I tend to just live my normal day life like any other day, but just I try to remember to wash my hands with soap more often now, and just using gloves when I'm outside, and not touching many public, surfaces on doors and whatnot with my bare hands. That's a good thing to remember also. But yeah, I hope this coronavirus pandemic goes away sooner than later, but yeah, at this moment we really don't know where this goes. I just hope that it doesn't get much worse. Well, at least here in Finland. But like I said, there's only be a couple of hundred infected to this day. So it's really a small amount, and I haven't heard that any have died from that virus here in Finland, so that's a very good news. Most of the infected people are in a good health and just at their home. Of course, in a guarantee, but at their home, not in a hospital. So yeah, that's my take on the virus. And speaking of viruses, let's not forget to talk something about games. So yeah, speaking of viruses, just yesterday I read that the much anticipated Resident Evil 3 demo is coming this week, Thursday, March 19th. So in 2 days now it's March 17th. I'm really excited about that, and I'm also glad that Capcom didn't really go into the hysteria of coronavirus, because in a Resident Evil game, yeah, the virus thing is the common theme. So I was thinking, wait a minute, I really don't hope that Capcom will delay the Resident Evil 3 remake game due to the virus, because it would offend some people who got the virus, or offend some too sensitive people who even doesn't got the fucking virus but are just too sensitive and easily offended by things. The other thing that really rages me, the easily offended people. Well, fuck you. Yeah, so in 2 days I'm really excited about Resident Evil 3 demo, and I'm quite sure I will be doing an analysis of that demo, like I did with the Resident Evil 2 demo back in that day. So yeah, not much waiting anymore when the Resident Evil 3 comes out with the Resident Evil Resistance, which I'm not so, to be honest, interested about, but I've heard that the Resident Evil Resistance also will have a story-focused single-player game, and of course at first I thought, okay, it's only an online game, so I don't even have a PlayStation Plus subscription, so I can't even play that game. But then I heard that it's confirmed that the Resistance will also have an offline single-player story campaign. Well, honestly, I'm not looking very much forward to that, because it's definitely not going to be that deep. It can't be that deep like the Resident Evil 3 on a story side of things. So I'm not really expecting much, but at least it will have an offline single player mode that you can, I hope you can play that without the PlayStation Plus subscription. So yeah, see you in the next video, which probably will be the Resident Evil 3 demo analysis. See you then. Bye.